Hi guys. So I think we are all confused because I don't tell really my whole story, a part only of what happened to me. So before that, before that clarification, because I thought, yeah, for my second or third video that was published, because I set a time and date for each of my videos, because there's a time that I will make a 5 video in 1 day only, or three like that. So they say there's a time for everything. So actually, I have realized that that awakening is still there. So now, why I understand my body is different from my spirit, because of course I know my spirit growth, but my body is not. This is what we call laziness. So she is right that the key to everything is acceptance into the work for your inner self healing. So I will put this video before the clarification. Excuse me.
So you have been speaking your truth about the abuse that you have been put through your entire childhood. And you have certain family members, this could be siblings or whomever relative this is for you, because it's the energy I'm reading. They also went through childhood trauma. They also were severely abused and by their abusers, by their parent, okay? And for some of you, it's like you all share the same parent, or this is your parent and this is their sibling. You know what I'm saying? So it just the energy. But basically, what's happening is you have the courage to tell your story and speak out about what has happened to you, because you're not about to sweep your abuse under the rug. But the fact that you don't like coming around the family as much, you like to stay to yourself, and you're not the person that's going to just ignore it and just be that long distance relative. Like, you're the type where you're actually going to speak your truth and say why you don't want to come around, why you have cut off certain family members, why you don't speak to certain family members. You will tell why, and you will tell the truth, and the truth will hurt, but the truth shall set you free, and the truth shall set everyone free. Because this abuser went down the line and abused everybody, and everybody else was afraid to stand up and speak their truth and talk about what really happened, not lie to themselves, delude themselves as if it was less bad than what it actually was, because they think if I can go ahead and hide from my trauma, then my trauma won't follow me and maybe it'll disappear. But it's not how that fucking works, bro. You have to face your traumas. You have to face your shadows. You have to face the truth of what happened. But you know what? These people don't want to face reality. They would rather live, they would rather live in a comfortable lie than actually deal with an uncomfortable truth. So because you, baby, have the courage to stand up on your 2 feet and 10 toes and speak about what has happened to you, talk about the injustices that was done to you, talk about why you had struggled with that addiction, why you have anger issues, why you struggle with your mental health, why you struggle with being mentally and emotionally stable because of the abuse that you had went through your whole entire life. And you're like, everybody else around here wants to ignore it. I refuse to ignore it. You are the one that has the courage to stand up and speak out. And because these other people, they really wanted to speak their truth, they really wanted to talk about what had happened, but they didn't have the same courage as you, they didn't have the same confidence as you, so they envy your confidence and your courage, and they envy the strength that you have to get up and actually speak out and tell your story. So because they are so intimidated, they make you seem like you're the bad person, when really they wish that they could be in your spot speaking their own truth.
So did you hear her? She is very very correct. So you don't need to do like this. I only do this one because I promise. I always tell you this one in some of my videos that I need to be an example for you. That's why. That's the promise that I made from God. An example only. You don't need to tell everyone. You tell on yourself. Be courage to accept it. No need. Because in yourself, you are already feeling that shame. The hindrance is accepting, and that hesitation will come in doubt. I didn't tell who in her because they are living with me. Because that respect and love is there. Even though they did that to me. It's below the belt, right? But the respect is there. they are still creation of God. I respect that rule of universe. Oh, why are you crying? Yeah, I respect that even below the belt, there's still a consideration. So if you don't want to broadcast it, because me, I'm broadcasting it to you, no need. You broadcast, you, ano ba yan? Broadcast it to yourself to accept it. Be strong because you can't do it because you can't say to yourself that you can do it. You can't convince. You are only convincing yourself through not accepting it, the reality. I love you all. That's why I'm doing this. My to be example on you. Do you need to watch or hear everything to do it? No. Maybe that's why we can do it because we don't really understand it. The understanding that there's a different of spirituality, your spirit, body, universe. I'm sorry if I made you confused, but that's it. They live with me because where I live, the community that I live, they are also living here. So just set aside that one because I know they have traumas and pains also. That's the understanding. Because we really don't understand what is understanding. Understanding, if you, it's like love, anger, pain, trauma, there's types, each word has a type. Example, number zero, why is it zero? Number one, why is it number one? And why do we need to be on number one? It's like that. Zero. So I observed today that everything should be explained actually. We don't apply it. Maybe that's the problem. Sometimes we need a more explanation. Like, you know what? In my I know some understand me. In the time of 1990s like that. No need to explain everything. Do it to understand it. Because this kind of time, year, you can say, or date, we need a more elaborated explanation to understand something. Like, I'm sorry, because they always tell this when we are kid, even or in teenagers. Are you a grade one? Are you still a baby? Like that. Because what we are asking is like a grade one question. Did you are you really I mean, did you really take an education? It's like that. When you finish college schooling, then you ask a question related to grade one question. They will tell you that promise. When, when I encountered a person like that, he her understanding is different from the world. Maybe she is awake, different awakening. If you realize, yeah, now that I'm realizing today, her understanding. So the understanding and wisdom, it will come together. Or remove that wisdom, understanding, knowledge, observation. Then you make it together. Then realize it. Or you can say learning. You add the learning and realize it. Maybe that's the lacking part of today. Yeah, because I know I lack on that one also. I hope at least you understand me that you don't need to tell everyone. You just going to tell it to yourself. Broadcast it to yourself. Accept as yourself. No need to tell your story to everyone because I'm only an example for you. I want to help you as I help myself. Hi, madam. Thank you very much for your encouragement. I hope you will see this video. Don't worry about me because I accepted this path. I know the consequences and I want to be an example. Just an example to you, my loved ones. If you want to accept it, yes or no, it's okay because there's a time for everything. I'm just wanted to share you, and if you want to do it, do it. If not, not. That God is really within us, but we didn't. That Holy Spirit is already within you, but it's not uh did not awake like that. That God is always in our side from the very beginning of our birth. That's what I want to tell you also, and the part that uh the child to adulthood, the title of my video. So that is an encouragement for us to be a better persons, at least, at least, so that we can get that happiness, worldly happiness that we wanted inside that heart. So as much as possible, the way I understand, I will give you. It's okay that you will hate me or not, understand me or not. That even though you are hurt or you don't understand or you hate it at the end, you will realize it. Sorry, someone called. I have to get it. And girls, this is a message for us from God through the Bible in Jesus' name that this is our time to correct our men's in family, the father. So you will be surprised, but it's true. We really need to correct. This is our job to now these days as a woman to make that boy be a man again. It just came to me. I am also surprised, but when I realized it is correct because they are the ones who can make that very, very brutality scenes in this world. Women can do, but in 1 million, I know it's only 5 women or girls can do it. But most of the crimes, it's men. This is a message from God through Jesus Christ to us, girls or women in this world, all over the world. I will give you this message and I hope you research it and reflect in the more broad understanding and seek the help of God in understanding the message. So girls and women, there, out there, all over the world. I know it's hard, a hard job, but that's why I shared that a child to adulthood from beginning to ending. And we really long that kind of family, right? The connection of, even though it's broken, sometimes family are broken, but the connection of a child and a parent, when that child grows, he will come and come, because that's the part that today, when you realize today, some children just forget their parents. They will not text or visit their parents, and will not look back. Of course, we understand the pains and traumas of a child, the things that he gone through, but this is our time to correct it. It's hard. That the job of the woman today is that job or task, we can say, is hard. But if we believe we can do it, we can. Because nowadays, I know that even though you have a husband beside you, I know some woman like that. That man is still on his childhood, not matured. So that woman is becoming the mother and father of the children, even though that husband is there. Sorry about that, boys or guys, because it's true some. So congratulations if you are matured and know your job as a man. But generally, you are only few. Generally, most are mostly most. So that's it. I think I have already explained or given an statement, enough statement. So thank you very much for watching me. Well, actually, I thought that is my last, right? So thank you. But maybe not. Sabi nga nila, they say there's a time and there's a divine time. I always hear that one. So thank you. Come back again and watch. Don't forget to subscribe. Sorry, my mouth is dry. I need to drink. No more saliva. So subscribe, share, please. Thank you for watching.